Well, a top-class start from Laura Wright. It's going to be top-class action. You can bet your bottom dollar for this game. 700-plus caps of experience in that Barbarians lineup versus 3 capped players in the England 15. Simpson trying to sidle his way through. They go, and they do get over. And I think it's Dave Ewers. Yes, indeed it is. The Exeter Chiefs, number 8, gets the first try on the board for this young England side.
Just a matter of time. Both backs are eyeballing each other out, flexing their muscles. Both have gone for a catch in a drive, and this time England's paid off. A couple of movements out. Joe Simpson, the initial break. The crowd can start celebrating. There you go. You just put the big guys in to try and get momentum on the ball. That's what you want, momentum and then quick ball. See Joe Simpson, come round the corner, come round the corner. The defensive line again, slightly dog-legged. And to come Ewers. There's no one at home, only Leguizamon. There's no one backing up there. That's
and
a soft try,
it is the problem with the Barbarians that England have to expose is the lack of communication and instinct in that defensive line.
Absolutely, but all you need to do is one quick ball and then just pick up and drive, because they're all to the side.
Twickenham already walking in the sunshine, enjoying fun in the sun. Now, Henry Slade has to show that he can do it off the tee as well as with ball in hand this afternoon. And that's a good start from the Chiefs fly half.
Good start from Baxter's boys, isn't it? Ewers. We've got another one, Hill in the centre. It's a big unit, and you do need big 8s to cause damage for defences. This time he causes damage from about 3 metres out. Big reach on him, big forward. Big prospect.
It wasn't quite Jonah Lomu on Tony Underwood, but it wasn't far short of that impressive thrust from Renee Ranger.
No, it's a good finish there. Again, it's all about support. It's all about making something happen in front for somebody to take that advantage. So I think it's Slade's bloodied nose, but I'm sure he'll be back on.
Looks like Henry Slade is just going to have some repair work as Brock James just bends that one. And that's what we were saying earlier. It doesn't matter your age. If you've got the talent, England can use you. But right now, the talent is there. It's Renee Ranger. Oh, stumbling into that tackle with Henry Slade.
Slade again.
Slade isn't quite sure what day it is now. It wasn't dangerous play because I think Ranger actually lost his footing, and Slade did very well to block him.
He caught his studs as a bit of bargee. Not the Indian variety. Joe Simpson's always a good screen. His ankle's gone now. Poor fella.
Have a look at this. I think Renee Ranger was about to step him, having been released down that right flank.
And sometimes with a bouncing ball, it's Rokothoko. There's great hands, great, and Daly gets the man. Renee Ranger, yes, he's gosh. He has caught his studs there. And Slade again. I'll tell you, I like this lad. He may not know what day it is, but he's still out there and he's still putting the body on the line.
Some people think of this match as a friendly.
I've played in friendlies, and they're not even friendly.
Well, he's far too good looking as a number 10 anyway. He needs a few scars, a few medals.
These games they dress up as the golden oldies. Yeah, it's really friendly.
Well, thankfully, Slade is able to take this penalty.
Well, he doesn't have to prove to me his character, his temperament.
Well, the Exeter Chief has already shown what he's about in this first half. Dual registered with Plymouth Albion last season, and you can see the benefit of that through these youngsters, particularly down at the Chiefs. You think of the likes of Luke Cowan-Dickey and plenty others down there who progressed so quickly thanks to the exposure they got in the championship. The barrage, a barren season for Toulouse. It's unusual. Big hit going in there. I think that was Sam Hill, was it? I'm just having a look now. No. Yes, indeed it was. It was the Chiefs inside centre. Oh, Ranger not being allowed through that hole. Oh. Well, if you thought this was a friendly, think again.
I think it was Patterson laid somebody out. And Godsey sees that and he said, right, you're not doing that to one of my teammates. Sam Hill doing well out there. The physical side of that will come later, I'm sure, in his career, but he's been under the cosh a tad. A good take by Korea. And the ball comes out. Kubeli is the new scrum half's on. He's a bit of a live wire himself, and this is Jose Gear. So powerful out the tackle. There's Brock James, and this is Sam Hill getting a bit of his own back. That's
Sit
fine.
down, sir.
Yeah, well, that's fine because again, it's momentum. The legs didn't go up above the horizontal.
Sam Hill, who's come through the age groups with Henry Slade, so they have such a relationship and instinct that they've been able to develop for, well, England age groups and, of course, Exeter Chiefs now. And who knows where that could take them.
Make sure we get not scored against here right now, but we make it a viable game. We make it something to watch, and that means we've got to go out there and try and win the games.
Okay, thanks, Mike.
Well, England on the attack now, and Barbarians under threat, and is it Henry Slade, I think, who's squeezed his way over. Well, we're going to go upstairs. Gareth Simmons is going to have to call on this, but I think it's the Exeter Chiefs fly half who's managed to scramble underneath the flailing arms of Barbarians defenders. Let's have a listen.
Okay, I will. Okay.
Here we go.
Correct, you here?
Yes, Mathieu.
We just want to check if there is a trade made, yes or no. There is possibly a knock-on just before the grounding. Can you check the grounding, and if there is a knock-on, please?
Yeah, grounding and try, yes, I'm checking.
Okay, so you heard what the officials are going to be looking at. It was not so much whether Slade got it down, it was on the grounding as well. There he is, grappling his way towards the line. That looks to be okay.
Well, again, yes, you've got downward pressure there, even if the defending Barbarian's got his hand on it. Slade is there. It all depends whether the ball is over or just kissing the try line. And that's the first time, actually, that movement was set up by a pretty good line-out ball. There's full speed, but again, we need another angle, really, to see where the line is in the ball.
Well, the officials just working out whether that's okay. Gareth Simmons wants another look at this.
It's like,
again, like Gogotse, his forearm has got the ball down.
He's going to give it.
And I think that's try time.
Okay, thank you.
There we go. England get their first score of the second half, and it's down to that man, Henry Slade.
Certainly is, and they're enjoying it. Took a bit of time to come, but I think the right decision was given in the end. We've got a very interesting last 22, 23 minutes or so.
A very important 2 points now available from the tee. Slade shown great composure through the course of this game. Waiting for it to just fade back, but just not enough. So a solitary point is the difference between the two, but England getting their attacking movement into great fettle with that break from Devotas. Nearly 50,500 people, and it's interesting to see a different demographic as you look round the stands for so many youngsters. This is the first opportunity to experience HQ, to experience Twickenham. Whereas before it may have been the Middlesex Sevens or the Varsity match. Now, this is why this England Barbarians fixture is so important in the rugby calendar. Slade, no problems with that left boot. And once again, the crowd aware now that England pushing themselves towards this finishing line. But there's a huge obstacle in front of them, because this experienced Barbars side with players from 9 different countries know all about how to close matches out psychologically. It's a fascinating mix now, isn't it?
But England, I think, can be proud of their performance. All right, they had a bit of time together, but they're short of 31 guys away in New Zealand. And I think in Slade, I think there's one for the now, not for the future. I think it's just his whole competitive spirit. Wallace had another good game, so no one let themselves down, but they just came up against 700 odd caps of vast experience.
For me, the guys who played in the Premiership, Heineken, Amelin this year, this is a step up in terms of physicality for international level. So it's a really good introduction for these boys, and I thought they handled it pretty well.
Some of them wearing the battle scars have a full-on game out there. Who, for you, stuck their hand up today and showed real character?
I'd like to see Henry Slade fly out to New Zealand.
Do you think he will?
I hope so. I think, you know, there was a question mark, I guess, over his character, and they tested him today, and the very best players in the world tested him, and he put his head on the line again and again and again, and I don't see any reason why he shouldn't be on that plane.
Very briefly.
For me, what I was impressed with was his composure. He got up every single time, he stuck his head into rucks, he's made his tackles, but he was still able to think under pressure, make his passes, kick his goals, and he even got to try himself. Well done to the boy.
Certainly looks one for the future, doesn't he? Henry Slade wearing the battle scars, as we said. Looks more like he's been fighting Carl Froch than playing here at Twickenham.